Good evening, my fellow friends. How are you doing on this fine Saturday evening? It's another ridiculously late watch-along, but it has to be done. Manchester City are in action against AC Milan over in New York at the Yankees Stadium for their second, I think it's their second, yes, the second game. Oh, that tired already. Their second game of the US Tour. Please do get involved. Jake's got a conspiracy theory. I want to hear it. On my lemos here as well. L Cube and Louis in the chat as well. Thank you so much, guys. It's good to see you here already. I hope you're looking forward to this. I absolutely am looking forward to this personally. Let me just rearrange my camera a tiny bit. Well, I haven't turned one of my LEDs on. There we go. That's better, isn't it? Look at that. You want to see what I can do with this? I've got a little remote there. I can make it that colour. Watch. Ooh. Can I get that colour? That colour? That colour? But I'll go back to blue for now. There we go. Keep it wholesome. We don't want any of that stuff, do we? We don't want a bit of red on this stream, unless it's the Awaken that we'll be focusing on. I'm looking forward to this. I really am. It should be an awful lot of fun. Once again, it's a fun team. Louis, we're good, mate. Actually, I'm in a wonderful mood. We've had a beautiful day, actually. Sometimes you're just lucky to have a lovely day, aren't you? Yeah, absolutely. We've had a wonderful day. Me and the wife and the son went for a beautiful walk. Had a great time just locally. Then went to the pub and stuff like that. I went swimming this morning with Ruben. Granddad came along and helped it, watched it. It's been a very wholesome family day. One of those days where you get stuff done. Hope your day's been good. And now, hopefully, going to seal this, end this night with a fantastic game of football. I'm looking forward to it, man. Looking forward to it. Let me know how your day's been. We are only 6 minutes from kickoff. Jake says his conspiracy theory is you're such a Perrone fanboy, mate. I love it. Most of your comments about Perrone today. I think he knows Perrone can play a 6, but he's testing me. I think he'll make the team pretty versatile for Pep. Maybe you're right. Maybe you're right, mate. Who knows? Who knows? Guardiola did say there'll be no changes potentially unless anyone goes around and leaves. So we will see. We will see indeed. Fingers crossed you're right. Big up, Stephen. You see Chelsea got cooked. Bailey, I have absolutely no idea about any preseason games. Genuinely don't. So it would be news to me. So please, let me know what happened there. I've honestly got no idea whatsoever because, as I said, I've been out all day having wholesome family fun. I just got online for this game. Let me get on my stream over on Man City Plus, by the way. If anyone's going to be asking for it, where it is, it's going to be happening. Where's the game? Where can I watch it? You can't watch it here. You can't, unfortunately. But you can on Man City Plus, and you can hopefully enjoy the conversation here alongside me. Ooh, turn that down a little bit. Currently, it's in the UK. It's 5-11. So obviously, I don't know what time it is over in America. But what I do know it's in the wonderful Yankees Stadium. Stadium I've been to actually. It's a beautiful stadium. And it's a beautiful city. One of probably my favourite mega city, if that makes sense. That and Vancouver are my favourite cities. New York and Vancouver. I should say Manchester, but it's not. I'm sorry, Manchester doesn't come close to Manhattan. It doesn't come close to Vancouver. I would love to be there more than anything, but I'm not. I'm here with you guys, which is the second best place to be. Oscar, Bob starting again. Should we build the team as is tradition now? Let's build the team together. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go to lineup builder and we'll work out how it's going to be playing. Lineup builder. Type it in Google. Where are we at? Here we go. Let's build a lineup for you. Let me just change the colour to blue of the kits. I can't even do it, even if it's just for a quick. The default colour on the website I use is red as the kits, and I can't be doing that, lads. I can't be doing that. So let's build this team. In goal, we'll have Edison. I haven't got the team up next to me. Where is it? Come on, 11. It's scrolling across the bottom right there. I think Doyle's playing, isn't he? Is it Rico Lewis, maybe? Is it Doyle and Simpson? Besides Suso, I think he's playing as an inverted. Then you've got Perrone, O'Reilly, McAtee. Okay, right. Perrone, O'Reilly, McAtee, Bobb, Grealish. We'll work out the formation in a minute, and then Haaland. So it's going to be something like this, I would reckon. You got your man over here, you got your man there, you got your man here, you got your man here, your man there, that, and I suspect Suso will invert a little bit. And you got sort of this. I think Lewis is probably playing left back, maybe, which is interesting. Unless Lewis is going to invert and Susaho will play traditionally as a right centre-back, I'd be surprised. I think it'll be something like this, which is a bit weird, but it is pre-season after all. I wouldn't worry about it too much. Yeah, well, what score was Chelsea then? Yeah, and likewise, the only one I care about is Man City. I just do not pay any attention to other games. It's something like that, I reckon. So obviously, we'll see what Oscar Bobb gets up to again. Erling, the big man. Jack, he was in form. Nico O'Reilly gets another start. The talented youngster. James McAtee, can you build on a promising 45 minutes? And likewise, Maximo Perrone, a very promising second half at the Kenan Stadium. Against Celtic. He was very good. Susaho had a lovely little game as well. On the bench as well, we've got other options, of course. It's going to be interesting to see how it goes down. So I'm looking forward to this, man. I don't think the game's anywhere close to kicking off, by the way. So what is it with friendlies and delays? So the players aren't even out on the pitch yet. So we've got 12 more minutes, allegedly, until kickoff, which gives us plenty of time to talk about what could happen in this game of football. Of course, as well, we got to talk about the bench. We got Ortega and Scott Carson there. Calvin Phillips, Kovacic and Gvardiol, the big name returnees. The Croatians who went out in the group stages, of course, back in the squad now. Jacob Wright. You got Jadel Katongo off the back of a loan at Peterborough. Joe Ndala, exciting little cameo. Tom Galvez, has he made a performance yet? He has, yeah. Justin Obuwadu, Luke Mbete, Jaden Heskey, Amar Fateh, Stephen Mafuni, Michael Hamilton, Jake Lee Samuel, Jake, I can't pronounce it. Ben Knight and Joshua Wilson-Esbrand, who did not unfortunately have a good time in the previous game. I don't really blame him for it. No, we don't have to. One thing I will say, by the way, and it's not going to be you guys, because most people anyway watching this are probably watching because they appreciate my perspective on football, which tends to be more reasoned and more calm. But I see a tendency. It always happens after friendlies for people to throw the youngsters under the bus. That crap, they'll never make it. Bin them, sell them all off. It's so necessarily divisive. It could be true, but it just doesn't need to be said. They are children, some of these. They're literally kids. There's no need to jump in on them 2 footage, we can be a little bit less, angry at their performance. Some of them may have potential, you never know. You got to remember, we're always quick to let these players go, and some of these could be superstars. Some of these could just be like rabbits in the headlights, and freeze a little bit. But there's no shame in that. And I'm not, obviously, the chances of making it as a Manchester City player are very, very hard. But I would always say, if you've got 15 academy players with you, and one of them can't make it and be good enough for the first team, but even as a squad player, there's probably a failing of Manchester City, because they should be. I'm not saying they have to be Phil Foden, but if you can't have a Sergio Gomez level backup as an academy player, or something like that, then we're not doing it right, given the money we invested in. So I think we should always be looking at one of these and go, they might not be perfect, but can one of these make it potentially as a decent squad player? They are the questions you should be asking. That's what we should be looking for. And we should also remember that you cannot judge anyone on a pre-season game if they don't play well, because it's very easy not to, for a billion trillion reasons. Don't make me tap the sign, as always, the sign that says pre-season is not serious. It is win-win, though. If someone plays well, great. If someone doesn't play well, it doesn't matter, because there's a billion reasons why they can't play well, because of consistency, rhythm, the weird scenario, the lack of fitness, whatever, the fact that they're playing in a team that will never ever happen again. You'll never see this get inside of football again. You'll never see a team with Lewis, Callum Doyle, Simpson Pusey, Susaho, Perrone, O'Reilly, McAtee, Bobb, Grealish, Haaland. That team will never exist again. That's the beauty of pre-season football, As Pete said, that's what pre-season friendlies are all about. Kids getting pitch time with some senior players and getting their feet wet. Jump in the deep end, lads. Go for a swim. The water is absolutely lovely. I agree entirely. I'm looking forward to it. I always see it as fun. To me, it is fun. Yeah, Aspie, I love preseason. I was on Man City's show last night, actually. Did anyone see it in the chat? Let me know. So, previewing this, and I had a lot of fun. I was chatting to the GOAT. It was good fun. So I had a lot of fun. Yeah, it was good fun. I was chatting to the GOAT, and I was saying quite passionately how I feel strongly about preseason, because it's sort of like a snapshot of time. I like anything that shows you a moment in time quite strongly. Like this is like this here. This team's a photograph, and it's like a snapshot of where Manchester City were as a club at that time, and you're sort of seeing a one-off, you know? Do you when you get paintings that are originals that'll never be repeated again? This is what you're getting with this game of football. This collection of players will never play again. Just enjoy it for what it is, because it is fun. It is fun. It is different. To me, that's something that's worth remembering. It's something worth enjoying. Instead of going, I don't want to watch. Personally, I don't want to watch 70 games of the best 11. Like, I mean, I do in a way, but sort of like, it's boring eventually, surely. Throw a bit of, it's sort of like having the perfect meal all the time. Sometimes you want some sweets, Like, I don't want to eat like the perfectly cooked steak every single time. I don't even like steak that much, actually, so it's a bad example. But you know what I'm getting at? Like, I don't want that all the time. Sometimes you want a cheeseburger. Sometimes you want popcorn. And sometimes I have popcorn with Nicola. And when we're watching a film, we put like chocolate in it as well. And then and it's nice, and you mix it up a little bit. And it's a bit weird, but you do it because it's add some flavours and it's a bit interesting. That's more fun than eating sometimes just a fine dining every single time. And this is what these pre-season friendlies are to me. There's something different, man. It's a little bit of fun, a bit of spice, or a little bit of sugar, you know what I mean? So that's the way I see it anyway. As Louis said, in a climate where it feels like we know everything about every top player, it's fun to watch completely unknown players and potential ballers. Exactly. This is a step into the unknown, and that to me is fun by the very definition of it. So, yeah, I love preseason. Unashamedly love preseason. Don't like the times. I don't like the fact I'll be going to bed at 2 p.m. tonight, 2 a.m., sorry, as a tired father. But, it is what it is. We're here, what we're doing. And on that note, if you are enjoying these watch-alongs, please do me a massive favour. Give the video a like. 115 people watching currently. 35 likes. We can do... No, trust me, chocolate and popcorn is not insane. It's in it. So, we've got do you know what a Rolo is? Like, hands up if you know what a Rolo is. It's like a chocolate with caramel in it. And what we do is, this is our little tip. Trust me, try this. So, you get a box of popcorn, right? You get a Rolo, cut it in half so you've got the caramel, and throw them in. In minstrels, they're like those, the chocolate little things. Mix them in it, mix it all together, and you get, popcorn. It's not salty, by the way, it's sweet popcorn. So, sweet popcorn with the chocolate together, mix it. Oh, it just works. Just trust me. Just trust me. From my Nicholas Munchie days, that's the only way I'll put it. It's just like chocolate mixed with popcorn. It's just really nice. Sweet popcorn. I don't do butter popcorn. I don't do salty popcorn because it's fucking rank. I could have put it out there. That's my controversial opinion. Salty popcorn. Hot salty popcorn. Ugh. But either way, someone gets it. I can't pronounce your name, mate, but I'm not a salty popcorn guy. But Rolo's into it. Rolo's into it. Maltesers, yeah, exactly. You guys, you're getting into this now. Trust me. Just sweet. Just a bag of Butterkiss popcorn, sweet. Put some chocolate in it. Isn't that every mouthful is perfect? And the caramel will stick to it a little bit, so you'll pull out a Rolo with popcorn stuck to it. And it just works. It just works. Here's another one for you. Get an apple, chop it up into slices, so you've got segments of apple. So and then game's not started yet, by the way, L Cube. And then get Nutella or something, another drizzle, another chocolate spread or whatever. Melt it a little bit in the microwave, for 30 seconds. Then drizzle it over the chocolate piece, the apple pieces, and put some chocolate chips on it. And what a snack that is! So you've got apple nachos essentially. That is a little hack for you. Someone in the chat do that right now. I want to report back. One of you's got a task. Go make apple nachos. Cut an apple into segments, and drizzle some. Melt some Nutella and drizzle on it. What a snack, I tell you. It's still a household favourite of ours. And we like to add little chocolate chips. When you're making cakes or whatever, we sprinkle that over it as well. It's such a good snack, man. There's your snack. So you pick up a little apple and it's got chocolate on it. Oh, so good, so good. That's enough of my snacks. That's what a pre-season friendly is. That's what it is. Mad combinations. Slices of apple, peanut butter. I'm not a peanut butter guy, R.E. Hill, but it's the exact same principle, yeah. So there we go. It's not English food, by the way, because I said this is not English food. This is just snacking when you're pissed late at night. Pissed late at night. That's what it is. It's watching a Marvel blockbuster level food. Trust me, it's phenomenal. It's really good. Like and subscribe if you're enjoying these snack things. Anyway, the game is about to kick off. The players are out on the pitch. Once again, if you get the likes, it would be massively appreciated. I am close to 70,000. Hello to Kit. Hello to Ginger Wicks. How you doing, my friend? Guys, I need 86 more subscribers to get to 70,000. Can we do it tonight? That would be very, 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 very much appreciated. Exactly, Louis. 3 hours marathon. Perfect late night food. I'm all about the snack life. I'd love some Vimto right now. I've just got orange cordial. Yeah, I'll do me. English food is underrated, actually. I'm not talking about what I'm on about. It's multicultural, our best food, but we have good restaurants, you know. We really do. Tripe with chips. What the fuck are you on about, mate? Ari Hill, you had it, and then you've lost it, unfortunately. Just move on. Anyway, we are minutes away from kickoff. You have a 1-year-old. I've got a 1.5-year-old, mate. He's in bed, though, so that's my hour free. Good. I'm not a UFC fan, mate, but you're living your best life there, Riley. I'm happy for you. Chicken nuggets, City on, UFC. Right, about to kick off, guys. This is going to be a fun team, and I cannot wait for it. Up the Blues, Haaland stood over the ball. We are underway. There we go. Come on, you Blues. Let me just move my monitor a bit so I can see it all a bit better. So it looks like Susaho. Yeah, so what's happening here is actually Susaho is playing. It's sort of like this, actually. Doyle's playing wide. Perrone, Susaho. It's sort of like that. McAtee is on this side, as predicted. Nico around on that side. It looks like it's sort of like this shape. This camera angle is horrific. Absolutely. This camera angle is truly awful. I hate it with passion. Yeah, I'm not a fan of it either. It's not narrow, the pitch. It's just the angle, Aspie. It's just such a horrible camera angle. Makes me queasy, man. It's just so the angle compresses the pitch and creates an illusion of a five-a-side pitch. It's just so horrible. It's just a horror. So Jack was very central then. It looks like they're all within 10 meters of each other, doesn't it? It's truly awful. Honestly, I think it's probably narrow, but I don't think it'd be insanely narrow. I think this is the way it is because the camera's set so far back because of the way the pitch is like a diamond. It just compresses it because they're using a long lens. So it's a long. It will be narrow, but it won't be absurdly narrow. Obviously, it's just long lenses. Like if you go on your phone and you look at a crowd of people and you zoom in, everyone's brought together. It's just perspective. So it won't be. It'll be narrower, but not as narrow as it looks. If that makes sense. It's telescopic lenses do that, and because where the cameras have to be from the angle, it just makes it look minging. It's all perspective and how cameras work. It'll still be a standard association size football pitch, just a slightly smaller one, but not as small as it looks. God, what a horrible camera angle. Fortunately, we have a bunch of exceedingly technical footballers who are more than comfortable playing in the tightest of spaces. This is a giant rondo for them, isn't it? I'm enjoying all the people watching, by the way. It's massively appreciated. Go on, James. It's a really horrible camera angle. Interestingly so far. Hello, Omer. How you doing, mate? I don't think it's that now, Brian, because all football pitches have a sort of... No, trust me, it is a telescopic lens thing. But they have a standard size that they have to be, minimum. That's just how football works. Maybe it is. Maybe it is that. I mean, it looks to me like it'd be normal. Honestly, I'm not just saying that. Just horrible. £100 by 64. What's the standard Premier League size? Go on, Oscar. Someone Google the standard Premier League size. 75 yards. I just call there. So he's a little bit shorter, about 5 foot shorter. That's only like that much, you know. It's not. It's gonna be like arms width much, you know. It's not gonna be massively different. Oh, it's only 4 meters in it. It's only 4 meters in it. It's almost certainly just a perspective. 4 meters is something, but it's not like it's only 2 people's worth of length. It's not like absurdly different, you know. It's definitely tighter, but that'll make a difference. To be fair, 4 meters, but not massively. Average player is about 2 meters tall. It does. It's almost certainly the angle. Anyway, three at the back's interesting. The inverted, very much back on the inverted train here, aren't we? It's not as narrow as it looks, no way. The camera being miles away from the pitch is such a weird choice. So yeah, sorry, I got distracted then. So basically, go on, James. Basically, I really feel. I don't know, Ginger Wig. That's what I mean. Like, we are doing the inverted thing again. I do wonder if the season's changed or how we're going to play is back on the inverted train. Could be because the player's available. You know, it could be that Kyle's back all of a sudden. We don't do it anymore. We'll see, but both games so far he's done it. He could easily have played more of a traditional 4-4-2, 4-3-3 if they wanted to. I wouldn't mind inverted back again, if I'm being honest. If we're not going to sign a DM, you know, I wouldn't mind one of Stones or Rico being a little bit deeper coming in. Doyle's just done Chukwueze in the face there with the elbow. I'm with Pep. When Pep was talking about New York, he talked about the charisma of the city. He's bang on. New York is probably my favourite city in the world. It's a real. I know people moan about the crime, whatever, and it's a bit dirty and expensive, but it's undeniably charismatic. There's a real vibe to New York. It's just, and they're already in behind the left. I've seen this game before. Oh, Henderson with the big save. That was repeat of the Celtic game. Anthony Joshua and down left, Loftus Cheek there, down that side. He's onside, I think, actually. In behind Rico Lewis. Tried to cut it across. He probably should have shot there, to be honest. Big save from Edison. Mingy, James has already said he wants to stay, and Pep's already said he's happy for him to stay. And look at him closer. So, Pep's been very positive about seeing him up close, and James has said he wants to stay. So ultimately, it might happen. I think he's probably going to stay as it currently stands. We'll see. Yeah, Ginger Wig, you're exactly right, mate. If the Savinho sort of. Okay, I always say Savio, but he wants to be Savinho, so I'm going to respect that. But if he wants to be So if Pep wants to play him out wide, cutting in, we're going to probably need a more solid base if we aren't playing the controllers, controlling wingers, so to speak. That's good to hear, Pete. I didn't know that. And no, I don't think there's any subliminal message. Look at that team there. Ederson should be the captain. I mean, look at that team. I mean, it's not going to be Doyle, any of that defence or any of the midfield. The only other shout is Grealish or Haaland, but Ederson's been here for several years. It's absolutely Ederson who should be the captain. If you go down experience, Ederson, I don't think he's any subliminal. I mean, it's a nice coincidence that he's the most experienced on the pitch, but he's easily the most longest-serving player. So I would make Ederson the captain every single day there. Yeah, he did, Josh. Annoyingly, I was scripting a Sevilla video as well. It'll be different to Nobbins' video as well, but I was actually scripting my own video about Savio, and he sort of beat me to the punch there. Not got around to doing it because of the late nights, but yeah, I would recommend watching that. A wonderful content creator. It's going to be interesting for Jack this season, isn't it, John? And where he goes from here. I don't know. I don't look. We'll see, won't we? By the way, has anyone tried the apple nachos yet? Someone's got to try it. 160 people watching. Someone try it, man. I want to know what you think. Yeah, Nico is Nico O'Reilly is deep there, isn't he? Nico with the hairstyle reminiscent of Rico. Is that Nico and Rico? And one's small and one's tall. Jamai Simpson per se did really well there, actually. Probably pulled him back, to be fair. Nico, the new Philip Billing. That's a very... I don't get the reference there, mate, to be honest. Doyle out wide. I mean, it's very compact. Right, it's definitely that, right? I it's perspective. I understand. If everyone's ever zoomed in on it with a lens knows exactly what's going on there. Yeah, I'm surprised by Perrone being higher up than Nico O'Reilly, to be fair. Nico's about 6'2", 6'3". He's a big lad. Had another inch or two with his hair as well, so he's a big lad. Wow. Okay, I presume it wasn't racism. I hope it wasn't. But currently, Perrone, if he's going to be back up the end, Brian, he's playing as an 8 currently, which is interesting. He's playing ahead of 17-year-old false 9, 18-year-old false 9 Nico O'Reilly, which is interesting. And he's definitely attacking midfielder. He's absolutely... Yeah, he didn't mean it, Brian. I didn't think Josh was being racist. Lanky box to box. I didn't think you meant like that, Josh. I wouldn't take it like that. Don't forget, Gundo's brilliant. Gundo's the best backup 6 we've ever had, arguably. Until Fernandinho was there, obviously. Isn't it mad what a camera angle can do for your enjoyment of football? Weirdly, if I stood on the sidelines, I'd be absolutely fine with this perspective. Like when I watch academy games at the CFA, you stood at literally pitch side where the linesmen are, and you get that view, and yeah, it's lovely, and you enjoy it then. But when you're watching like this, it's just weird. Susaho is a midfielder, Tommy. He's a DM, but he's been given the pep experience. You're playing everywhere but, mate. You don't have to win, Frederick, at all, mate. It's a preseason friendly. We could lose all of them 7-0. It wouldn't make any difference to the season. I mean, ultimately, look at the players not involved. John Stones, Kyle Walker, Ruben Diaz, Nathan Ake. Josko Gvardiol's not even playing currently, don't forget. Then you go and look at who else? Midfielders, Rodri, De Bruyne, Foden, Doku, Alvarez. It's so many players, mate. I don't think we have to win today at all. This is just a training session. Nah, I'll ask Nat one day, Brian. She's been on the show a long time ago, you know? Alvarez, yeah. Do not put any value on the results of these games. Just enjoy the performances for what they are. That's always my advice. Nah, of course he won't, Mad Hatter. You really telling me that Rodri gives a shit what the academy lads do? Of course they don't. I really don't agree, mate, at all. Like, ultimately, they know it's preseason friendlies. They'll only care. Like, they only care. What's up with the line on my camera? What do you mean, mate? Oh, that there. What's that? Oh, do you know what that is? That's it's. Oh, I can see that. It's something I've added. What is that? It's an element on the video. It's not that. Sorry, I'm muting things one by one here. I hadn't noticed that either. Well noticed. What is it? There we go. Sorry about that. I won't. It's a text cursor, yeah. Callum says we're crap. Callum is not happy at all of this friendly 15 minutes in with all the academy lads. Callum Coyle. It's not Callum Doyle then. You are the academy lads think has the best chance of staying with the squad for the season. Well, I mean, do you include McAtee in that? Because if so, him. The ones that you don't know, the less common ones. You know, you start to think about people like Jacob Wright, Susaho, people like that. He looks good, Perrone, Pete. He looks a really good player. Everyone agrees, mate. Everyone agrees that the angle's terrible. In the chat there. No, he's really rated, Sergeant Tom. He's a brilliant centre-back. Captained our youth side. Strong, tall, gun on the ball, you know. Oh, lovely from O'Reilly, by the way, to skip past a couple in midfield there. Really nice football there from O'Reilly. Jacob Wright as well. He's got a big shout. Didn't have a great friendly the other day, but he's really highly rated. Loftus-Cheek is big and fast, isn't he? And what a ball he's just played up out wide. Jaquazi nearly scored there. Yeah, Brian, Jacob Wright played the previous game, mate. It's just... He played the previous game as he came on, didn't he? Second half. I presume he'll be on the second half of this as well. That is what it is, Brian, you know. Got a lot of players out there. Most of them won't get on the pitch. Oh, we just missed some Oscar Bob skill because of the camera angle cutting away. Go on, Oscar. Boo! Oscar Bob assist after drifting past the defender. Water is wet. 1-0 Manchester City. Oh, lovely stuff, man. He's so good. He's so good, man. So McAtee and Bob. McAtee gives the ball away, but is looking to win it back a little bit. Reacts quickly, gives it back to Oscar Bob. He just drifts past the defenders if he's not there. Perfect little cut back. Erling Haaland's never going to miss that in a million years. 1-0 Man City. Beautiful stuff. Oh, I love you, Oscar, man. He's so good, isn't he? He's so good. What a player. He's so good in the Oscar Bobb, man. He's just such a good player. Now that's what Oscar Bobb's all about, man. The skill to do that, to glide past people. He's going to have some season, isn't he? Genuinely phenomenal stuff. I can't wait to watch him this year. He looks so comfortable. Like Savinho, man. Is he gonna get into this side? Probably will do, but you know, you got that skill there from Oscar Bobb. He's good, man. He's good. He's really good. It's the way he glides past people as if they're not there with that acceleration. Like his technical ability is so crisp and so precise. Oh, it's exciting. O'Reilly's having a nice little game as well, isn't he? I'm enjoying this already. This is what preseason's all about, man. Look at this brilliant stuff from these lads. He's a good player, O'Reilly, you know. I wouldn't be surprised if Pep's a fan of him. I love the Viking connection. Absolutely, Oscar Bobb. Oscar Bobb's got way more of a chance at Man City than Cole Palmer did. Not that he's a better player or anything like that. I'm just he's more of a Manchester City player. Oh, that's exciting, isn't it? It's exciting. Come on. It will be. It will be 80% City fans. Oh, they're doing that, Tommy. I had no idea. I'm excited for that, man. They'll have to change, mate, because we're not going to play dark red against red. It's not going to happen, so they'll have to change kits as well. I'm sure they've got a new kit to show as well. I'm looking forward to seeing the new kit in action. It's obviously a bit nonsense, but I don't care, man. It's preseason friendly. He's so good, Oscar Bobb, isn't he? What a player. I love Oscar Bobb, man. Absolutely love him. It's just exciting watching this young player just burst out of nowhere, isn't it? Once again, guys, please give the video a like if you're subscribe to the channel if you're new here. It's massively appreciated. I need 82 more for 70k. I'd love that support if you can get there. Use your backup accounts. Like log into your mum's account, your dad's, your stepdad's or whatever. Your sister's account. Just subscribe to Esteemed Kompany. I would love it. Sure, I hope so, mate. I love a McAtee goal. Oscar Bobb is this perfect combination of irresistible electric pace with stupidly quick feet, an eye for a goal, knows which pass to pick, can play pretty much anywhere. It's like you've designed a Guardiola attacker in a lab. It wouldn't be too far away from Oscar Bobb. Like, honestly, it wouldn't be too much far from it. It's very much an ideal Pep Guardiola winger. It's so exciting watching, isn't it? I cannot wait to watch. I think honestly, this could be Oscar Bobb's breakthrough season. Have I met David James? I've done loads of shows with David James. Yeah, I've done loads of stuff with him. He's a really nice guy. He's lovely, really friendly. To be honest, I'll probably start an EF fantasy football team, mate. Then just forget about it always. I don't know if you can do it this year's successor. I might do, mate. I don't know. I just get so I can never really be arsed keeping up with it. Perrone's had a couple of touches, mate, so far. It's not really been a midfielder game, so it's been a bit scrappy end to end. Nico O'Reilly, I'd say, has been pretty impressive so far in the centre. McAtee on the ball right now. He's had a couple of touches, Perrone, but nothing like jumping out so far yet. I don't think Oscar Bobb will ever score 20-odd goals like Cole Palmer did. He's not that kind of guy. Cole Palmer, look, he scores loads of penalties as well, of course. Cole Palmer's brilliant. But do you think he could be a better footballer in his own way? Potentially, yeah. Like, Cole Palmer tries a lot. He tries a lot. If you watch a full Chelsea game, he's brilliant, but he forces it an awful lot, which is not very Guardiola, you know? Oscar doesn't force it. He picks his moments. In terms of breakthrough, absolutely could do Bandiel, yeah. He probably won't be quite as headline grabbing as Cole Palmer's, but he's easily as talented. I probably won't watch any Olympics. Just haven't got time, mate. I'd love to, but nah. Look at Bob's footwork here. Oh, Oscar Bobb. Fuck me, man. He's absurd. He's gone up a level. Look at that footwork. He could be special here, you know. He's so good. That footwork. Look at his footwork. I am just laughing at how good that is, man. That is absolutely ridiculous. I feel like we're watching like a young Iniesta here. You know what I mean? It's Iniesta vibes with his footwork. So good, man. It's so fun, isn't it? It's so fun. Exactly. Fernandez is a great comparison. Do you know what? This season Palmer's just had is a lot like Bruno Fernandes when he first joined United. You know, he scored about 20 odd goals as well. Very similar. Moments of brilliance because Bruno Fernandes is a technically fantastic player. I will not be some died to the wall Bert who can't admit that Bruno Fernandes is a very talented footballer. He just forces it an awful lot. Oh, he's giving away there, Oscar Bobb. Sack him. God, Oscar Bobb, he's having an absolute blinder, isn't he? He's like Savinho, man. How's he meant to get in? Like, I want to see more of him. Oscar Bobb, you know. Severe, like, Guardiola does not give a shit about reputations, mate. If he plays like this, of course he'll get a chance. Pep Guardiola has brought Oscar Bobb into this team for a reason. He played him last season. Guardiola is absolutely aware of what Oscar Bobb did to our season last year. Look, he didn't play a lot of minutes, but he scored arguably the most important goal of Manchester City season last year. The last-minute winner against Newcastle, which changed everything. It really did. If that hasn't done going, we don't win the league. I really believe that. A momentous season-changing moment. Newcastle AC Milan have a chance here? Nope, cleared. So yeah, he knows what he's all about, and he's young. We've been waiting for him to have that breakthrough, and I think Guardiola trusts him to be around the team. Oh, 1-1. Ederson's couldn't do much to keep it out. He sort of parried it into the roof of the net. Would Ortega save that? Last. I hope he'll go there with that one. He would. Oh. He sending it straight at the keeper. That is so bad. Incoming Instagram post. Wasn't your best there, Mr. Edison? It was a poor bit of keeping, that pal. Yeah, Rico Lewis is not a great natural fullback defensively. I love him, don't get me wrong, but 1-1. As always, really fun. Too easy. The goals come so easily in pre-season because defending is just fucking hard at this stage. And he should have headed it. Well, he should have just caught it, to be honest, mate. It's not hard to save that. But, you know, I ultimately don't really care, you know. Get the Instagram posts. Just a joke for anyone watching. You know, I don't really care. I don't really care. We'll take you would have saved it. Parodied it with his fun. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, Perrone's barely run the ball, if we're being honest. Bit scrappy, this. Jack giving it away. No, he's fell to Oscar Bobb. Username, absolutely is an argument for Oscar Bobb. Well, see if you can carry on and bring that quality into the actual important games. Then yeah, why not? Plays people on merit. There's always a relative sort of hierarchy. I mean, look at that turn from Oscar Bobb again. He's off again. You're getting Iniesta here from him. Oh. Oh my God, Pep's just laughing. Oscar Bobb. This is genius. I feel like I'm watching a young Iniesta or something. The footwork is absolutely insane. Got a pass from Perrone as well. Oh, he's conceded another goal. Edison. What is... Oh, again, Edison. Mate, you're having a stinker here. Chip to the back post. Suzaho. Two people on Suzaho there. He's got no chance. And Edison, through your legs again, mate. You're not having the best time here. This is funny, isn't it? I mean, this is a really good game of football. Suzaho, he's like a 5'7" DM here. He's got no chance in this. This is good fun though. I'm enjoying it. I don't really care about the score, which is sort of controversial. I'm just want to watch Josko Bob having a good time, you know. I feel sorry for Suzaho. He's getting absolutely mauled as a fullback there. It's fun though, isn't it, man? Eddie's not having a great time here. I don't really care. Look, Pep will play whoever plays best. I actually believe that for what it's worth. This is funny. It's sort of funny given everything. You can't, like, in the sort of gallows humour kind of way, the Edison stuff is funny here. You can't deny that. After everything. It's genuinely funny. Oh! Haaland nearly made it 2-2. AC Milan, what are they doing, man? They're giving you don't give it to Erling Haaland as a rule of thumb. Oh, preseason's great, oh mate. I love it, mate. 5-5 is the ideal preseason goal score. Goal score? Ideal preseason score if you're in the fan. Someone replied to me saying, "Why would Sam Lee do this?" What I love about the best thing about watching young players from the academy, and you see him several years ago. I see Josko Bob many years ago, man. Not several years ago, 4 or 5 years ago when he signed for Man City. And then you watch the stages of the development. It always works the same. They have their first little game and they do quite well. And then, they struggle a little bit. But then 10, 15 games later, they start to become regular and they start to show bits of it, but they keep it simple, like Phil Foden did for a while. Then eventually, they've had their third pre-season as a first-team player and they don't feel in thrall to their teammates anymore. They don't look at Haaland and go, wow, you're Erling Haaland or Kevin De Bruyne. They're just, all right, Kev. Send them a text as usual, and they feel like a superstar. And I think the beauty of this for Josko Bob now is he's a senior player. Like Nico O'Reilly and people like that look at Josko Bob as the senior player. They're the ones looking up to Josko Bob. So he is the senior guy. And the confidence that brings, they start to try things because they feel secure in their role, and security and confidence is everything. And I love watching that development. You see it all the time, man. You see it all the time, and it's just such a beautiful thing to witness as a football fan, watching that confidence find them, essentially. It just hits them one day, and this is what you get. This Josko Bob pre-season where all of a sudden he's not trying to impress anymore. He's just being himself because he knows he has the backing of Guardiola. He knows that he's part of this first team squad. He knows how good he is. He's a bit stronger, a bit older, a bit more mature, and he feels important, and that goes a long way. Yeah, it does look like an injury, which is a shame for the lad, in pre-season. Poor lad. I refer to Iniesta's darting dribbling. Go watch a video of Iniesta dribbling, mate. And he's not as fast as Oscar Bobb Iniesta, but the way he darts past people, his dribbling footwork. David Silva couldn't dribble like this. He could dribble well, but not with this electric darting pace, because David Silva was never that much of a dribbler. Like, Oscar Bobb is electric, man. That is a proper dribbler. That is ridiculous. It's been really good fun though, Javier, mate. You've been watching an Oscar Bobb masterclass. Yeah, Eden Hazard. That's a great shout. I love it. In Eden Hazard. That's a brilliant shout. I've just tweeted that, actually. Eden Hazard's a perfect SC, and I've stole that. Go on, James. Close control dribbling at full sprint. Yeah, it's ridiculous. No, Peter Shepard, you know what I mean? David Silva did not dribble like a winger. He could beat people and dribble. Great close control, but he was not the guy who would skin people time and time again. He would occasionally do that, and I remember his goals against Blackpool, West Ham, whatever, where he would do that. But David Silva wasn't doing that all the time. He just wasn't. He wasn't there, the guy who complete 6-7 dribbles, take-ons in a game. I was there, Pete. I watched it all, but he wasn't an electric winger. He could beat people because he had great technique, but he wasn't going to do what Oscar Bobb did then and dart past people for fun. That's the point I'm making. Way more winger-like, and of course David Silva could dribble. He didn't have the same burst. That's what I'm on about. Tight spaces, excellent footwork. You couldn't get the ball off him. So technical. But this is a different type of dribble. Yeah, you know what I mean, though? You can see it. This is, I'm just going to beat you time and time again with my footwork. It's more of a winger dribble. Like, David Silva, you put him on the right, wasn't going to skin defenders constantly. He's not that kind of guy. He would be great, when the defence was set and he would just sort of turn, during the chaos away from everyone. But yeah, David Silva, the best controller of a football game I've ever seen, you man. Celtic were that good when they played multiple preseason friendlies with their first team, then played a bunch of kids. That's what it is. They played a bunch of kids who never played for the team. That's what happened with Celtic. Yeah. So you can't really do anything to it. Like, if City's first team played Celtic, everyone fit, it would be difficult. Difficult for them, put it that way. Say struggling again, Brian. I thought you played well last time, mate, so that's interesting. Probably will be Pep, Mikey. I haven't, Barry. Not yet, mate. Celtic beat Chelsea 4-1. I didn't even realise. I didn't know what you were on about, Javier. I had no idea. What was the Chelsea team? Bunch of random kids again, or any of their million players? Which is, again, their squad is a bunch of random kids, isn't it? They just spent an awful lot of money. Did he go to university? I went to university for a year and dropped out. I'm more of a hands-on person. I'm more than smart enough to do well at university, but I wasn't interested in it. I did journalism at Chester University for a year, mate, and dropped out and got a job promoting bands. Yeah, because I preferred that, I just, yeah, I wasn't really a uni guy. I'm not an education guy. I don't have the patience. I'd rather get out and do, personally. Thank you very much, Tiast. Yeah, wasn't the band I started after university. I was about 23, 24 when I started that band. But first of all, I was promoting bands. I worked in music PR when I was just getting bands on the radio because I was naturally a good talker back then as well. But I don't know. Look, I don't really believe everyone should go to university. Just go out and do stuff, man. If you've got any ideas, go and work sometimes. The honest true story how I got into promoting bands, I helped discover the Arctic Monkeys. True story. I was known as a super fan of Arctic Monkeys. I found them very early on. I was sort of helped pushing their forum, and when they went viral around the internet, I was known as one of their super fans who helped the fame of Arctic Monkeys spread. That's a true story. So I got a reputation as a guy who's very good at promoting bands, and there's loads of other bands around Sheffield at the time where Arctic Monkeys are from that I helped promote and push around and all that kind of stuff. And yeah, and I met this guy who managed bands and also run a music PR company and said, "Do you want to work for me?" And I was like, "Yeah, sure." I was like 20 years old, and I helped bands get on the radio at the time. I was rubbish at it because I wasn't organised, but I was good at talking about music, essentially. A good eye for talent. I've always had a good eye for talent, SC. I actually believe that's true. I know it sounds weird. I feel like I understand what makes something good. I know that's such a weird thing to say as a skill, but it doesn't matter what it is. If it's something I understand as an industry, I think I know when something's going to be good. I can watch a TV show and tell you if it's going to be successful. I really believe that. It sounds arrogant. I could look at a football and tell you if they're going to be really good or not. Arctic Monkeys got there about how many years ago? Can't see you. 10 years ago, mate. No, Arctic Monkeys. No chance, mate. Arctic Monkeys were... Look, 10 years ago, mate. Oof, you don't really realise how old they are, mate, Arctic Monkeys. Their first album, someone else tell me. What year was their first album? 2002 was when the band started, mate. I first heard of them when I was about 19. I'm in the video for Fake Tales of San Francisco. So I'm in the video for Fake Tales of San Francisco, and Alex leans over and sings with me with a microphone because he knows who I am. I've got the first ever single, Fake Tales. It was 250 of them made. I've got 2 of them, and all the band signed them. True story. Yeah, I literally knew them personally. I do have an eye for talent. I really believe that's true. No one. I was at that Glasgow set, Josh. I was there, mate. No, but I don't know. It sounds arrogant to say, but I just have always been good at noticing when things are going to go massive. I just always have been. I should have been a scout, so I don't know. And funny enough, I said that about Phil Foden. Funny enough, I said about Cole Palmer the first time I saw him. I said he reminded me when he was a kid of like Nasri in his silkiness. Yeah, absolutely, Barry. I got it on day one, the Nintendo Switch. I'm not really into the Arctic Monkeys anymore, Louis. Yeah, not really. I feel like a lot of these academy lads, I feel I've got a better eye of judgment now, SC, than I did then, because I was very excited back then. I started a good record with the academy lads, but I feel like now you have to watch a lot to understand a lot, and I listen to a lot of music, and like Oscar's on one again. But there's still a lot of players. I remember, like, for example, I said Tosin Adarabioyo would probably play for England one day, and I feel like it's getting closer and closer, and I feel vindicated with that, because now he's joined Chelsea. He probably will, and people said I didn't know what I was on about. I still think he probably will. I think he's going to get there a little bit later, slower than I realised, but, you know, doesn't mean he was world class. But Brandon Barker was wrong about, man. That's one where his talent was ridiculous, but mentally he wasn't there. You know. Oh, I love Tears of Kingdom, mate. I thought it was better, personally. Anyway, half-time, 2-1. I'm getting distracted here. Let's talk about... let me sort the clock out. Let's talk about the game of football. I want to know what you think about it. Let me know what you made of that. I enjoyed that, even if it was... Even if it was a bit chaotic. Let me just see the tweet. Let me know your halftime thoughts, as always. I thought that was an awful lot of fun. Look, I'm not going to pretend it was perfect. Defensively, it was a bit all over the place. You know, there was a lot going on. It wasn't ideal. City could be better. You know, I think the goals are incredibly soft. I'm not going to dig out Edison. He could have probably saved one of them, but they also the shot right at him from about 2 yards out. I don't think it's funny that he's seen those goals. I think the story around it is funny. Probably Brian, probably mate, almost certainly would have, because I've been around the music industry for a long time. Well, not anymore, but I was for like 15 years. But anyway, yeah, so obviously at halftime there, it's 2-1 to AC Milan. Let's go through that game a little bit more. Oscar Bobb's been the actual superstar of this game. He's been absurdly good. He's been so good, man. All over the show, electric, and that's got the kit on. I just noticed on the show, the kit looks nice. It's a really nice sort of... Oh, I was on the show last night. They didn't have the kit there. I'm gutted. I was hoping when I got to the show they'd have the kit lying around, but they didn't. Then Keith Curl and that got the kit on. It looks really good. But yeah, I think Oscar Bobb's been brilliant. Nothing much has come down the left side here. Grealish and Perrone can't really get on the ball. It's been link-up play between McAtee and Oscar Bobb, but Oscar Bobb has outshone everyone really in that side. Defensively, it's a little bit Keystone Cops. It really is. That's the same for all over the place. McAtee's been okay, Solomon. He's been on the ball a little bit. A couple of misplaced passes. A couple of nice little moments too. I think Nico O'Reilly, weirdly, has had a couple of good moments as a guy playing out of position. Simpson Pasai is a good player, but he's obviously a young lad playing in a chaotic defence. Susaho is not a right back in a million years. And he's been asked to do a role that's new to him. And he looks tiny. It's like putting a Kante at right back. Well, he'd probably be very good at that. But defensively, as a 5'7" lad, he hasn't got the height at all. And he's only young, you know. He's all over the show. It is what it is. He's a DM, and he's a good DM as well. So fingers crossed we see him there later on in the game. He is a midfielder. Yeah. But he's playing right back for this because Pep's doing a Pep thing. Callum Doyle, they've been great defensively. Rico can't defend as a left back either. But I'm not going to get too bogged down in the defence. We know as soon as the likes of Walker, Diaz, Ake, whatever, Gvardiol are all playing, we won't even care about that, and John Stones. So that's what it is, man. I have enjoyed it, though. I suspect we'll see Josko come on. We will see him come on, Shaquille. And we'll see massive changes. You've got Kovacic there as well. We'll certainly see Jacob Wright. No, not Jacob Wright. Maxi and Ndala, arguably. I'd like to see Justin Abavado on if he's a really good player. I think he deserves a chance. Harris, I don't think... Look, maybe some fans, the permanently online fans, but I guarantee you the ones that aren't on Twitter won't give a shit about preseason. And I guarantee the team won't care about preseason either, because most of all... Look, I don't think the first team players who aren't here give a shit about what the academy lads do. They all understand the chaotic nature. And I've seen Manchester City have poor preseasons and then win the league. So that's just how it is. It's all about learning lessons. And defensively, it's just... I honestly don't care. If you were getting battered 8-0, maybe. But Losing 3-2, 4-3, whatever, it doesn't really matter. It's just we scored a lot of goals. You scored slightly a lot of goals too, but a little bit more. That's all it is, because our defence is kids. It's literally just kids playing out of place. Rico Lewis is still a kid. Callum Doyle is young. Susan Pisai is under 18 captain. Sousa Ho is a just tiny backup DM as a kid. It's just chaos, man. You got Nico O'Reilly, who's an attacking midfielder, playing DM. Perrone, who's barely ever played before. It's chaos. So don't worry about it at all, you know? Mad Hatter, the Highline stuff is it's with this team and the shape not right, with no Rodri, not keeping the ball. It's don't worry about it. It'll change, mate. It'll change. It absolutely will do. Yeah, well, that's true, Mad Hat, as well, but I suspect it will change with consistency. Guys, please give the video a like, by the way. It would be appreciated. And I actually agree with Hamish. I think O'Reilly is showing a lot of promise for a young lad playing slightly out of position, I would argue. He's so young, but he's so talented technically. The way he goes past people with that excellent technique is fun to watch. I do suspect we'll see an awful lot of changes in the second half. I want to talk a bit about Oscar Bobb, by the way. It's been such a pleasure to watch Oscar Bobb play football. It really has been. He's so brilliant. He's so brilliant. It's like his technical ability is just ridiculous. It really is. It's like the way he keeps the ball in tight spaces, the way he goes past people. He's so direct. He's a bit of Leroy, actually, Harris, but I think to me, I'm getting Eden Hazard vibes. I really am. Like, there really is an element of Eden Hazard. Someone said it in the chat, and I can't not see that now. Like, a left-footed Eden Hazard, the insane acceleration, the eye for goal, the skill, the sort of upright. Like, what I love about Oscar Bobb is the way he runs. His back's really upright and straight. He stands tall and runs. That's very Leroy Sané-esque, actually. You got like a Hazard, Leroy Sané, Iniesta, David Silva combo. Is that not the most exciting thing you've ever heard in the world? Like, he's been so good. He does SC, and that's confidence, mate. The best player on the pitch. Yeah, when Gvardiol and Kovacic come on as well. Pep would never set up a young player to fail. He'd set them up to test themselves. Failing is not a bad thing. Like, there's this idea that failure is a bad thing in life. It isn't. Trust me. I've failed at more things than I've succeeded at, and I consider myself a pretty successful person. Like, most things you try will fail in life, but you don't need to. You don't need to do everything. You don't need to win every single thing you attempt at, you know? And I think the only point is, can you learn from that, you know? You don't learn from winning everything all the time. You just don't. You learn from the mistakes. You learn how to prove. So, yeah, I don't think Pep would ever set up young players to fail. I think he plays them out of position because he plays senior players out of position. He's treating them the exact same way. And, of course, sometimes you have to do a job. Like, we haven't got a lot of options in some positions. So some people have to play out wide that wouldn't usually, or play in defence that wouldn't usually. But Bernardo Silva's played left back, you know. Louis, I consider myself reasonably mature as a 38-year-old man, you know, and like I've been through a lot. I've had more careers than some people have had hot meals. I've had a crazy amount of careers in my life, and I've been there and done that. You know, I've been. Do you want me to list my jobs I've been? I've worked as a mailman for a business park. I've worked as a nightclub DJ, a nightclub promoter. I've been a professional musician. I'm a YouTuber now. I've been a content creator. I've worked in retail. I've been a maintenance manager at an office. I've done so many random jobs. I've worked at a billion shops. I've done so many random things in my life because I worked in bars till late night. You know, you just do a billion things to get by in life, and you know, and some of them have been. Someone says, "Is that you?" Some of them have been terrible, but your point is, you just crack on and you keep doing it. Is that you at 2:26 in Fake Tales, Josh? I'll have to go and check, mate. Let me go and check the video. I don't know exactly where it is, but you'll see me with long hair, jumping up and down at the front, and Alex leans over and talks to me. I'll tell you exactly. By the way, if you missed the chat, I was in an Arctic. I was chatting about Arctic Monkeys earlier, and I was in one of their videos, so I'll find out now, Josh. It's not about every time you get knocked down, it's how you get back up. Exactly, yeah. A gigolo. I'd be a great gigolo, you know, with my witty Novichok. No. I'd be terrible. I'm a massive prude. And I'm a loyal husband. I wasn't a DJ name. I ran a club night, so I did the DJing, you know? Uh, no, I've not known Arctic Monkeys for years, mate. Like, literally after about second or third album. Where am I in the Arctic Monkeys video? What time did you say? 2:26? Let's have a look. Yeah, that is me, I think, at 2:26. I'm bouncing around at 2:26 in that video. So I'll show you now, actually. Arctic Monkeys video here. You'll see me around here now, jumping about. See the guy with the beanie hat? That's my brother. There's me right in front of Alex there. There's my face there. See me there? That's my side face when I had no beard. Right there next to Alex's guitar. That's me bouncing about there singing. You can see my sort of face like that. With the guy with the beanie hat's my brother there, and Alex leans over and sings with me. Where is it? Oh, see, Alex is singing with me right there now. Where's it? That's me. Alex is singing with there. So there we go. Yeah, that's me and Alex singing the song together. Because you reckon you knew me. So, yeah, there we go. So, the true story. I'll go back to football now anyway. There we go. I enjoyed that, man. Haaland's goal. Which do kids think will stay in the squad? I probably think Sousa might get a chance. We'll see. The Steelore continues. I've got a really weird life. I genuinely have. I've done a lot of random stuff, mate. I've done a lot of random stuff. If I ever got really, really, really successful one day, I'd write a really interesting book. Probably wouldn't. I've been on tour with bands as a roadie. Yeah, that's a true story. I've been a roadie. That was good fun. Selling merch. But I was seen as such a hype man that they told me just to get off the merch stand and go and do a mosh pit instead and get it going. I was good at that as well. So, yeah. Music PR, you know, trying to get bands on the radio. I messed up one of Biffy Clyro's big breaks at the time. True story. Biffy Clyro were getting famous, and I tried to organise them a meeting, an interview with like a local XFM show, but I got the time wrong, and my phone was flat, and as a result of that, they missed an interview with Radio 1, which was a pretty big mistake, and I had the head of Warner Brothers ringing my boss trying to get me sacked, and I left pretty much soon after because I wasn't very good at my job because I was a 20-year-old who was interested in music, not interested in promoting bands. So that's a true story. Thankfully, Biffy Clyro got big anyway still. They were getting big anyway, you know. But they were lovely people when I met them. So there we go. Do you remember a band called Ash? I got stuck in a traffic jam with them once in Oldham. Got lost. There's another true story for you. Louis, I haven't got time for that one, mate. Everything happens for a reason. I like it, man. I like. I haven't got a career, but I've had a life. Put it that way. Everything happens for a reason, indeed. Jack hasn't been good at all, Joe. Actually, there we go, mate. Jack hasn't been good. I just don't think I care that much about the quality. Sounds like a peep show episode. Yeah, very peep show. Yeah, very peep show. Indeed. But the change in the second half, I'm looking forward to seeing it. I'm very waffly tonight. It's because I'm tired. Sorry, guys. I know I'm just waffling not much about football. But let's just talk about Oscar Bobb, man. Let's talk about Oscar Bobb again. Like, I do want to know if... No coffee, no tone. I want to sleep at some point, mate. And at least the game will be over in 45 minutes, you know. I had a Lucozade earlier. That'll get me through. And a whole bag of sweets. DJ Delirious. Can we talk about Oscar Bobb? I feel Oscar Bobb is making a massive statement. Like, what I love was the cuts back to Pep Guardiola's face after Oscar Bobb was on one of his now trademark jinking runs. They were so fun. They were so fun to watch, and Pep was enjoying himself. And look, any player that can make Pep laugh out loud with the audacity of his dribbling, that is a very exciting place to be, especially when you keep the ball as beautifully as Oscar Bobb does. So he treats that ball like it belongs to him. And he goes past people for fun. And he scores goals. And he's versatile. And he sets goals up. Jesus, man. What a talent. What a talent he is. I can't wait to see. I can't wait to see the second kit, by the way. Bob needs to get. Bob looks like a proper gym. He does indeed. He will start. He'll start the Community Shield game, mate. 1,000,000,000%. It's going to be interesting for Grealish. As a 6, Grealish is 6. Jake, absolutely 0 chance as a 6, mate. And I'm not really. I want to see the kit in action. As a 6, no chance. He's just not got the. To see the pitch that way. Maybe centrally as an 8, but I can't see Jack as a 6. Excuse me. He has to prove himself as an 8 first. I like your sort of left of field thinking there, mate, but Grealish is the keeper, yeah. That's the kit, by the way. Like, I want to see more of the kit in actual action on the pitch because I think the kit, to me, as I said the other day, is fine. It's sort of a bit... It's okay. It's all right. I don't think it's a bad kit. I don't think it's a good kit. It's just one of those kits where I look at it. It looks a bit training toppy. It's like there's no... As I said the other day, the best way to describe it is like it's objectively decent looking, but there's nothing like sexy about it. You know what I mean? It's nothing cool about it. Like, I look at it. It's like such a by numbers kit. Like, it looks fine, but once again, when you see it on the players and you see these elite athletes who are all ripped as fuck and handsome bastards, I'm sure it's gonna look really good on them, and I'm sure it'll grow on me in time. Because even that kit with it looked like a petri dish with COVID in it, the Mad for It one from a few years back, that started to grow on me in time, and the electric one started to grow on me as well. They always do when you see the superstars in them. So I'm not stupid to see you'd expect that. Once you got Rodri in it, the colourway's lovely, but the design just feels a bit. I don't know, man. It's one of those things where I think it's weird. Cause sometimes things you look at and go, yeah, that's technically a decent design, but why does it not hit? It's missing something, like something final just to pull it together. A little bit of magic. I don't know what that is, but we'll see it on the pitch, and it will grow on me almost certainly. For the away kit, I reckon will be out probably. My guess would be post Community Shield. I think they'll probably release it before the Chelsea game. Well, yeah, Nat would model it very well, Aspie. Of course you would. Yeah, maybe a collar. The collar's a bit weird, isn't it? Not keep curled looks alright on it as well, to be fair to him. I think it'll suit my skin tone, actually. And I think I look pretty decent in football kits for whatever reason. I don't know. I think I tend to suit most of them. So I think it'll look better on me than this kit does. This kit looks alright on me, but I think the third kit will look better on me than this one. I'll get it because I think it's fine. They don't do collars very well, do they, Puma? They're obsessed with V-necks as well. They do so many V-necks. Exactly, Riley. Look. Kits become iconic for what you achieve in them. Some madman with a Middlesbrough shirt in the crowd. Oh, there you go. There's the kit in action. Look. So I'm trying to look at the team coming out. Right, guys, you got to help me build the team together here, okay? It does look like some of the players. It always will do. It's a nice shirt. So Wilson Esperan's on. Hopefully, Riley. I am tired. Big news in the McInerney household. Ruben said McInerney. But, the kids in England call ambulances Ninos. Or police cars Ninos because he goes, Nino, Nino. Apparently in America you call them wee-woos, don't you, or whatever. They call them Ninos. So I asked Ruben to say McInerney because obviously he hasn't said it before because he's a baby. And he said a Macanino, which we were very excited by. So my name is now Stephen Macanino. I think you'd all be happy to know that. Michael Hamilton's on. Yes. Happy for him. So, yeah, you can refer to me as Stephen Macanino now. And the other big news is that he's sleeping quite well. It's really nice. We've had 4 days of good sleep now, and we're not used to it. So I actually feel like a human being again. So I've got a bit of energy, as you can probably tell. I'm waffling even more than usual. Calvin Phillips ball, let's go. No one asked for it, but we're gonna get it anyway. Brace up, put your seatbelts on. Let's see what you can do on this baseball pitch. That kit looks good. The colours are nice. Who doesn't love a good waffle, you know? Oh, Riley, Ruben's ace right now, mate. He's 21 months, so he's nearly 2. Macanino, yeah, exactly. And he's just chatting so much now. He's chatting, he's all broken English, obviously, because he's a baby, but he does little sentences now. He'll be like, he'll say, that way, what this? What those? What this? What those? And he asks questions. He looks at me like that. What this? And I'm like, that's a bridge, beautiful. Because we walked across a bridge. He goes, bridge, another one. And he just waffles. It's so fucking cute. I love it. The Mycon kit, yeah, that's what I remember actually, weirdly. The photo of Vinny as well with Noel Gallagher. So who is... Yeah, it is, I mean, this is really weird, isn't it? So I need your help with the team, guys. So who came off for Phillips? Wilson Esbrand's on. I think it's just Wilson Esbrand. So Perrone and Suzaho are off. And Katonga's on as well. So Wilson Esbrand, look, I need to get right, guys. Help me here. Is Ortega on? Someone said Ortega's on. So Haaland's off for Hamilton. That should be an easy change up there. Bob's off it again. Bob again. Bob constantly doing it. So where's Michael Hamilton playing? Or Geranimals? What you want about? What's a Geranimal? Hamilton's on the left wing. Grealish playing false 9. So Phillips came on for Perrone, right? Hamilton and Wilson Esbrand on for... Is Doyle off? McAtee false 9. Doyle's still on. Katongo on for Simpson Pisai, is he by any chance? Yeah. Katongo. Did Rico Lewis come off? Or Suzaho come off? Yeah, Suzaho. So it looks like he's over there. Is it like this? Yeah, McAtee's false 9. It's like that, isn't it? Is that right? There we go. Is that right, everyone? So we got Hamilton left, Bob on the right, McAtee through the middle. I think Grealish and O'Reilly, Phillips. Yeah, I think that's right. There we go. This is, I love this. Work out the team. Good morning, Nathan. How you doing, mate? Well, yeah, well, it's 20 past midnight. Technically, it's morning. By the way, I'm not one of those ones who say, good morning after it goes midnight when you're still up. It's still night for me. Technically, it's good morning, but you know what I mean. Perrone is off, yeah. He's come off of Phillips. Guys, please subscribe if you're new to the channel. It'd be massively appreciated, and I love you forever. If you want me to love you forever, do me a favour. Subscribe. Oh, fair enough. Yo, Nathan, good morning then, mate. I'll let you have that. 9:20 this morning. Is Eddie still on? Okay. I'll put him back on. I just put generic keeper. Only 7:20, you lucky fuckers. 20 past midnight, yeah. Probably Josh. Wouldn't put it past him, mate. They'll be earlier, yeah, so the world can keep up. Well, T asked. We're seeing Grealish play midfield right now. So let's see how he goes. Gets on there. Well, Trafford apparently won't return according to it, and in the know. Bazunu, no chance, I don't think either. No, I think it'd be someone we don't know. Trafford wants to be number one somewhere. No idea, T asked. We'll see how it goes, mate. In a real game, look, if he had to. Well, he's got number 10. Maybe he starts playing like a number 10. He's gonna look, if you're gonna great ball from Edison, oh lucky. Kit's fine, isn't it? The kit's fine, but it's not jumping out. New kit, yeah. I think the new kit is just like, it's alright. Just looks alright, doesn't it? You know what I mean? It's a bit forgettable for me. Brian, I don't think we'll sign an established number one. I think we'll keep Ortega and sign a young lad. Controversial, Jake. That was a truly awful kit. Matthew, thank you so much, man. Welcome to the academy, pal. Very, very kind of you for supporting the channel as a member. Very kind of you, Matthew. Thank you so much, mate. It does massively help. I really appreciate it, mate. Thank you so much. Maybe Sean. We'll see, mate. No, not anyone knows. I mean, it could all change if the Saudis one day decide to pay 50 million. Then yeah, it's over. Tias, that's what happens, mate, when you choose a team in England, unfortunately. Don't know if I could do it personally. I think I'd probably end up supporting. I don't know if I could do it. I understand why you do it, but I don't know if I could. I would never get it. I guess I don't understand. I don't understand it because I don't live it. If that makes sense. I'm very lucky to live in the country with the best league in the world. I feel for you though, Tias, but you did it to yourself. Oh, timer. Thank you so much, Callum. I forgot, mate. Bad habit. Where are we at? 53. There we go. Possibly, yeah, Tommy. I don't think it's unreasonable as a presumption. I don't think it'll be Calvin, put it that way. Ticked Australia. There we go. Go on, Micah. Oh, lucky Josh. With the cross. To no one. Rico's not had a great game today, actually. Grealish did well there, and he's got the ball now. Jack playing him in the centre. Hamilton's gone past the defender. Boom! McAtee with the header. Look at that, man. Beautiful. Michael Hamilton skinned the defender, dinked it to the back post. McAtee popping up. Go on, James. Lovely stuff from Micah too. Absolutely buzzing about that. Great stuff from Micah to Maka. Good cross as well, mate. Good run. Beautiful stuff. You'll take that, won't you? Great cross from Michael Hamilton. Great leap from McAtee. Great goal. Great goal. Go on, James. There's the false 9 there. You did call a McAtee goal, mate. Well done. It's really nice, that. I'm buzzing for him. McAtee's on the ball again now. This game is goals, isn't it? James, I want him to stay around the team, you know. Jimmy John McAtee, is that his name? Look, I think this is an element that a chance that we might do that, Brian. We might trust a young player or two. Good ball to Rico. Good touch as well. He's offside there, Oscar Bob. This is good fun, isn't it, man? It's good fun. It's good. Thank you, by the way, for you guys being here. I really appreciate every single one of you. I really genuinely do. I look at the concurrent viewers, and occasionally I actually put them as a number. Like if the 150 people were sat in front of me now, just chatting away, that's a good sized gig of people. You know, it's a good room of people. So I'm very much aware of that, and I massively appreciate you guys tuning in. It means a lot to me. So thank you. Tone just lurking. Well, thank you, mate. The lurkers are workers, man. They help. Yeah. Thank you very much. I guess it's sincere. Essentially, Josh, maybe Chelsea are just a mad vibes team, but like it's not positive vibes though. It's sort of negative vibes, isn't it, with Chelsea? Brian, and you can absolutely. Lurkers are indeed workers. That's my new catchphrase. Thank you, Essie. That's very nice, mate. I will, Cole. Don't worry. So me and my son and Nicola are doing tomorrow morning. We're going to, and hands up for the Manchester people. We're going to the runway. Like you'll know that if you're a Manchester person. It's a pub at the bottom of the airport where you watch the planes take off. I can't wait. I'm so excited for Ruben. So I'll get a coffee from there in the morning, Cole. Thank you so much. I wish I could withdraw that $5 straight away. Thank you so much, mate. It's massively appreciated, Cole. You're a legend. My pleasure to be here. I love it. I love chatting away. Oh, good defending, Rico. Thank you so much, Cole. You're a superstar, my friend. Great time to Yellowstone is the coolest park ever. It's a great place, isn't it? Really, I haven't been there since I was a child, Louis. So last time I was there, I was probably 7, 8 years. Yeah, maybe I was a kid. So now I'm taking my son there. My dad took me there. My mum took me there. And now I'm taking my son there, which I can't wait for. Thank you so much, Riley. It's very... Callum, I'm going in the morning, mate, first thing. Early morning. Around 9, 10 a.m. or something like that. Wesley, thank you very much for watching. Lurkers are workers. Thank you, SC. I don't know. I just try and be honest and be myself, you know. I'm very aware I'm not the most informed person in the world. I'm not a tactical genius. I'm not like a comedy genius, but I think I'm a nice lad, and I think I know enough. And I think I'm glad some of you guys enjoy it, you know? Oh, I swear down, man, Alfie. If Windows fuck up my son's trip to Manchester Airport tomorrow, I'm going to find Bill Gates, whoever Bill Gates is, like he is. I'm just, I don't know. I'm going to ruin his dinner. Go on. Oh, Wilson Esbrand's pinged it over. Where is Ulrich anyway, mate? It's half midnight, so he's in bed. He's directly below me. He's like there, below me. He's 2 meters below me, and I've not woken him up yet, which is good. He's sleeping good. Thank you, TS. That is intentionally my vibe, mate. That's intentionally my vibe. Just chatting to a mate at the pub. Josh Wilson Esbrand, Josh Wilson Esbrand, Josh Wilson Esbrand. It's a really shame that Wilson Esbrand won't make it a City and 55,000 people aren't familiar with the shop music from Legend of Zelda, because that would be his chant right there. Very niche. That's sort of the shops you go into in Zelda where you get items and stuff from. Josh Wilson Esbrand. Well, she's my wife, Callum, and she would do. Nah, she won't mind. She knows I'm doing my job and all that. Josh Wilson Esbrand, Josh Wilson Esbrand. I don't think that would be his chant, but it's in my head now. Go on, Rico. Caught in possession in midfield. Good defending. Doyle did really well there, man. Good player, Doyle, you know. I think Doyle's done pretty well. Doyle has done well, I would say, in like chaotic circumstances. It would be something special. Zelda shop music, you know, like. Callum Doyle is going to be a Premier League player. Absolutely, don't worry. He's only very, very young still. Brian, who said that? Brian, yeah, he's very young. You'll get there, mate. Don't worry about it. Phillips he's not had many. Look, to be honest, there's not much to judge Phillips off. He's done nothing wrong yet, Antonio. You know, he's only played this half as well, but he's been fine so far. You know. 20, yeah. So he's still very young, and look, he'll be a Premier League player. He's fourth loan spell. He joined. First loan was 17, wasn't it, at Sunderland? Savio won't be. Savio won't be for Community Shield. No chance. Might not see him till after. Genuinely. Well, yeah, we know Phillips is going to make it, Andrew, so it's not really. I guess the point I'm making is he's not done anything wrong yet. You know, we're always looking for, you know, reasons to criticise him and all that kind of stuff. But so far, he's been all right, whatever. He's not had a stinker like he did previously yet. Could still come, though. But Phillips is done. Like, there's no point even asking about Phillips anymore, in my personal opinion. Tommy James, not necessarily. I think Tommy Doyle had a great chance given his heritage and so on. They're not obviously the different Doyles. They're not related. So, well done, Louis. Josh Wilson Esbrand, Josh Wilson Esbrand, Josh Wilson Esbrand. He's stuck in your head now, mate. So there we go. But yeah, no, they're not related. So I guess why you asked the question because of the names. But well, I think now he's got more of a chance given the fact that he's gone. The only thing that could stand him in a good stead is that it's going to be tough because we've got Ake, we've got Gvardiol, we've got Diaz, Stones, of course. He's going to move on eventually, but I think we'll just sign someone. So yeah, I don't think he'll make it a City unless he goes to keeps loaning him out, and then like I think I think his best chance is a Premier League loan, and he smashes it. If he smashes it at a Premier League loan, and then people talk about him as a potential England player, that's when he'll get his chance. But he couldn't move on before then. That's the thing, using it. You picked up on a loophole there, which I thought was that people didn't realise. He said, we're not going to sign him when no one leaves. But I think Calvin Phillips could leave, so that could be his justification. So he's not wrong there, but it depends if we see Phillips leaving as a given. Who's just come on, by the way? What's the guys? I need to know who's just come on. So McAtee's off for right, I think. Right, I think is. I'm trying to work out the team here. Oh, McAtee, okay. So Oscar Bobb, false nine. Hamilton maybe over on the right. I think it's something like that, isn't it? Like this. Josh Wilson as Brand. I've got that in my head now as well, annoyingly. Is Nico still on? Has he gone off? O'Reilly off of fat. I don't know. I don't know who this fatty guy is. Or fatter. He's a He's a young trialist, isn't he? So is he playing as a winger? Yeah, I think he's like a CFG club, isn't he? Signing. Oh, Oscar. He's miles offside there, Oscar Bob. Where's he playing this? The fatter guy, fatter, fatty, fatter. He's miles off, but he was at Lommel. Yeah, I think he's a Troyes player, isn't he? Is he playing as a midfielder? Is he playing out wide with Bob playing? I don't know. Right wing. So where's Hamilton playing then? Is he playing on the left still then? No, it's not him. I don't think. Maybe it might be. I don't know. But he's at Troyes. We haven't signed him. Josh Wilson as Brand. Hamilton's still on the left. Okay. So Grealish is playing there. Is he playing here? Grealish playing in midfield like that? Is it like this? It's all like that, isn't it? I think. Yeah, it is. There we go. That's it, I think. Just vibes, isn't it, basically? Yeah, Doyle's doing pretty well, by the way. You can tell he's got a lot of experience. Like, good defending there from Doyle. I think he's had a good game, Doyle, actually. It's been chaos around him, but he's done really well. You can tell he's actually got experience, can't you? Didn't he get? He got malaria, didn't he, Ryan? Obviously, not every player's going to mix up, but we're talking about Wilfred Boney. He got malaria and really struggled actually with his fitness. Good play from the fatter fella guy. Oh, he did well there, Hamilton. Nice football there. Grealish is playing deep here, isn't he, man? Maybe Jake was a genius. Mate, Jake, what were you cooking, mate? Fatter, this fatter fella. Is it fatter? I don't know how it's pronounced. Oh, no, he's not. He's not like he's already at the City Football Group SC. So I think he's a Troyes player. He was on loan at Lommel, I think, but he's recovering from injury, and I think they've decided. He's listed as a trialist because he's not a Manchester City player, if that makes sense. But he was recuperating at the CFG and decided for his career, not at Man City, it'd be good for him to come and have some experience with Guardiola. So essentially, he's not going to be signed for Man City. I think he's already at Lommel or Troyes, one of them. But it's just to help him get in the window, so to speak, you know? In fact, who? Exactly, yeah. So he's not really on trial at Man City. He's sort of... He technically, yeah. We're not looking at signing him, put it that way. Man City don't do trialists, really. We're not. Great experience, essentially. Yeah, we're not an old Division 1 side anymore. What are you on about? Pronounced toi. What are you on about there, mate? You trying to do me in? Kelechi was amazing. I still think Kelechi's got such a high ceiling. I just don't think he's found the right circumstances yet, Kelechi. I really rate Kelechi. I feel like he needs... Kelechi, you know what Kelechi is? Kelechi should have gone to the Bundesliga. He should have played for a team like Dortmund at like 22. Oh, Troyes. Trois, yeah. Yeah. He's at Trois. Kelechi should have played at someone like Dortmund when he was like 22 years old. And he would have just scored 30 goals. He would have, man. He would have. Free agent. What's he doing? And he would have scored so many in the Bundesliga, and his confidence would have gone up. And I really do feel players have a sliding doors moment, you know. The Leicester move was not a good move for him at all, unfortunately. He's so talented. Kelechi. I maintain he is, but confident. He's a humble... Like Kelechi, for what I remember, he's quite a religious guy, very humble, plays himself down a little bit. And I think like he's not the most confident player in the world. I think he's not naturally confident. The way that Gabriel Jesus, I wouldn't say he's naturally confident, but Jesus obviously a little bit higher level at the moment. But like, oh, Calvin, what are you doing, mate? Jesus Christ. He's so bad. Deary me, Calvin Phillips, what are you doing? That's a cynical foul on Grealish there. He's so unsuited to this Manchester City side, isn't he? Just pass the ball, mate. Sevilla, good signing for him. Just pass it. He had like 4 chances to pass the ball there. He played himself into the mistake. This guy's got pace, hasn't he, this winger? He's lost it so much. Like, he was never this bad at Leeds in England. Monday morning player. He's lost all confidence. His head's gone. I feel like, you know, like you can break someone. Like I think like it's sort of like he's been exposed to high level football and his head's just gone. Ugh, and he's sort of sat there like that. Like he's just taken too much of something. He's like in the corner like that. He's whited out. That's what's happened to him. He's just drank too much or smoked too much and he's passed out. That's what it looks like. His head's just gone when he can't comprehend it. That's what it looks like it's happened. It's just too much for him. No, I think he was a decent player at some point, Josh. He's shelled it, but he's absolutely lost all his confidence. I think he's a really nice guy. I don't think he has... Some people do not have an elite mentality. Like, they cannot play under someone like Guardiola. And it was, I actually think it was a safe transfer as well. Prem proven, decent age, no big injury record, yeah. Like, it's just, he was a decent transfer, and he was technically pretty decent. Go and watch him when he was young. He was a good passer. And you never know if he's going to take to tactically. You never know that, admittedly. But you don't expect a true heads-gone disaster. Like, he's been sometimes a player's head just goes, and for whatever reason, they never change after that. And Calvin Phillips, this transfer has destroyed who he is. And he's like, it's all been too much for him. And he's just caught... No, look, he wasn't this bad. We didn't sign a player this bad. His head is gone. His fitness is gone. It's all gone. It's just gone. Yeah, the Akanji test. You don't know until you know, to be fair. And all they would have saw was a confident, nice lad, you know. He was doing well under Bielsa. Intensely tactical manager for what it's worth. This little lad's doing well. Petar has done really well there, hasn't he? I think Calvin is absolutely homesick for Leeds. I think he's homesick for anything. I think he probably wants to lock himself in his mum's bedroom and never come out. I feel so sorry for him, mate. He's broken, Calvin. Yeah, I know if it's he's on trial. Yeah, he's sort of City Football Group guy. They're sort of trying to put him in the window, apparently. Bernardo was Tias. We saw him. Bernardo's greatest ever performance in a City shirt, one of them, and in probably the best game of football I've ever seen when City beat Liverpool 2-1 at the Etihad in the 18-19 season on the 3rd of January, I think it was. I remember that game because I was there. He played as a DM essentially alongside Fernandinho, didn't he? And he was brilliant. Fernandinho and Bernardo absolutely everywhere as two box-to-box midfielders. He was phenomenal. Phillips is entirely mental. No one goes. No, he looks like an amateur footballer. He was not an amateur footballer beforehand. The injury, and the confidence, and just absolutely overwhelmed. Well, it's a small double pivot, Brian. You're not winning any headers there, but they'd be fine. Scott Carson coming on. Scarson. Oh, goal. 3-2. I'll see that again. I didn't catch all that move there. So down the right channel, a little bit easy. Good finish edge of the area, to be fair. Edison gets a hand to it, can't keep it out, which is sort of the story of his game, unfortunately. Would Ortega have saved that? Oh, you might have saved that again, you know. Not the best day for Eddie. I should have saved that, I would argue. That was he probably would have done. I think he would have saved it, if I'm being honest. But Scott Carson's on now anyway, so we'll see. Why no Ortega, by the way? Is it just to keep him happy? Yeah. It is what it is. It's a bit of a soft goal to concede. Got Carson's on now anyway, so you know. Let me change the team. Pantimilion Cavallero. Pantimilion. Costel Pantimilion. What did he get up to in the end? Grealish off for who? Pulisic's coming on. The next Messi, apparently. Yeah, penny for Sam Lee, eh? A penny for Sam Lee's force. Who did Josko's on? The LeBron James of soccer. He's having a bad game today, to be fair, Edison. Particularly bad game. Josko on for Jack. So where's Josko playing then? Gvardiol, Josko Gvardiol. Play centre back, which means Katongo's gone on the right, I think. Which means Rico's probably gone into midfield. Is it like that? Who's gone further forward? Oh, Rico would have gone up there, and yeah, it would have been that, wouldn't it? It'd be like this. I think something like that. Yeah, that's right. Played Rico. Good darting run. Rico false 9. That'd be interesting, wouldn't it? I think it's Oscar Bob still, isn't it? He's a manager of a uni in Romania. I love that. What a career for Costel Batilimon. God, I feel so sorry for him, Strudes. Calvin Phillips. He's just lost it, hasn't he? Rico Lewis playing false 9. I think he's sort of playing. 10 million would be lucky. If I was City, I'd just let him go at this point. Just say, walk off into the sunset. It's like that, isn't it? It's sort of like this. Rico Lewis is playing up there. He's not. Look, what happens if Calvin Phillips is he goes on loans, they fail miserably, and eventually walks on a free transfer out, and Lee's taking back, and that's a disaster. And he barely plays and retires at 32. There we go. Shall we come back to that? How old's Calvin Phillips now? Calvin Phillips is 28. Oh, there we go. When does his contract expire? He's got a decent little bit of energy, this list for Tar guy. Just leave him in New York, no stress. We need to home alone him. Is it legal? Like, we should try the plot of Home Alone. It's got a Home Alone 2, man. There we go. Calvin McAllister. I'm stealing that, mate. Calvin McAllister. Just there with the cat lady, like that. Just New Central Park, just chasing pigeons about. Fucking sticky bandits chasing after him. The thing is, he'd get caught straight away. he'd just get caught straight away. He wouldn't have a chance. Like he didn't catch himself. Oh man, I feel so sorry for him. Pigeon lady, not cat lady. Cat lady. Jim trying to Calvin Phillips in Home Alone 2 trying to figure out traps. Just fucking dropping a cinder block on his own head. Gluing his shoes to his hands or something. Oh, Calvin, mate. I feel so sorry for you. Maybe that's what happened to him. He got caught in a Home Alone scenario. Do you have a favourite Lego set? I don't, mate. Oh, Calvin! Oh, nearly, mate. Phillips nearly. Nearly won the goal from Phillips. They are the sticky bandits in Holo too. I apologise. I genuinely feel sorry for him. Carson up for the corner. Get him up. He's offside. He is offside, to be fair. He'll get a loan probably in the UK again, Harris, I reckon. Three minutes. It's going to be another close defeat by the looks of it. Played Josko, good defending. Javi Garcia currently is better than Calvin Phillips, mate. Good on you, Mo. Echeverry, no idea using username. We'll have to see about Echeverry. Let's see how his loan goes. Look, he has to like set the world alight at River Plate, doesn't he? Let's be honest. And if he's a squad player still at River Plate, I can't see him being involved in Manchester City. They want him to loan him first. To who or where though? Given that they won't be able, won't be Girona because of the laws. Well, David Pizarro, absolutely, mate. Pep would have loved a young David Pizarro. Very Pizarro, very Gundogan-esque. Really good player. Oh, he was old. He had one game, good moments fair, but he was very old. He was on loan. Yeah, he had a great Europa League. I'm knackered now, lads. Still reckon he'd probably do a better job than Calvert's done in this game, though, sadly. I hate hating on him, I really do. I'm not a hateful person. It's just funny. He's starting every game, is he? That's good. I don't actually know. I've not been paying attention to Echeverry. I'd be lying if I said I had. He's starting every game. Is he doing well? Because that's what I'm saying. He's going to have to, like, really... Like, Alvarez was setting the world on fire, wasn't he? He scored, like, 6 goals in the game or something, didn't he, Alvarez? Or 5 or whatever it was. He was going lows. He was doing really well. So he came as a proper hot prospect. Actually, very, very young still. Younger than when Alvarez joined. God, he was terrible there, at West Ham. Of course he won't. Sweet. That's good to know, Bailey. That's the thing is, I think he might be a little bit young still. I feel like another year would have probably been the right time for him. Micah's done all right down that side again. He's doing really well, Michael Hamilton. He's a good winger. The positives, Jason, were Oscar Bobb. I think Hamilton's had a good game as well. I think Callum Doyle's done pretty well in chaos. Wilson Esperan's done really well as a winger, as he is. But no one there. Hamilton's a proper winger. Got a lot of dribblers in this team, to be fair. He's got a shout there, Hamilton. Oh yeah, I mean he's not Man City level Hamilton. I don't think he's got the finesse. I would say as a Manchester City winger, but could he do really well for someone? Yeah, absolutely, man. Get him alone somewhere. Work his way up to the Premier League. Bit of Dozy-esque, yeah. There's a bit of that. Skillful winger. Like, look, it's easier to beat people, but it's hard to be a great player. That's the thing. Beating people is only. Look at this Fatah guy doing a little bit of a skill there. With the spin there. I don't think we'd get 10, 15 million. Morgan Rogers only went for a few million, don't forget. At the time. Even that, I think he went for really cheap. Mainly because he's not had much first team experience, but I think he'll sell for a few million. Michael Hamilton as well has not been. He hasn't got all the England youth international stuff. He's not played for the under 21s and all that kind of stuff. It's just the kids, isn't it, Brilliant? I'm not bothering the slightest, mate. It's been erratic. Defence is always put over pre-season. If you watch pre-season, there's a billion chances. I think defence is the hardest thing to organise. It takes time and structure and familiarity. You say that, Brian, but you got to bear in mind, peak Jack Grealish was involved in our treble winning team. Michael Hamilton would not be able to have that same impact, Carson's got the armband on. I didn't even realise. Captain Carson. Savio, look, we've not seen him in a City shirt yet, mate, so I don't know where you can judge that in the slightest, mate. I don't think it really matters what Savio thinks right now. He's a Brazilian international, he's one of the best wingers in La Liga. I think he'll trust himself, and we just signed him. He'll get his chance, then if he's good enough, he'll take it. Ederson could have done better with all of the goals, arguably, Steve Sweet Kwame, I would argue, mate. Yeah, he has been, but, it's a fair battle. Look, I would start. Oscar Bobb will start the Community Shield game, and after that, we'll see how it goes. Bernardo will come back and he'll get games, Eddie's had a stinker today. The timing of his stink has been unfortunate, is the way I'll put it, given the Instagram post and the alleged reasons of his fallout, funny in a word, gallows humour kind of way, but people don't share my sense of humour there. The game is over. Guys, I enjoyed chatting to you. We unfortunately have lost yet again, but it's been a good, fun game of football. You know, I'm going to leave it there because I will be doing my match reaction live very, very soon. And it's very late, so I'll be live in about 5-10 minutes. I've got to help Nicola because Ruben's just downstairs and she needs to get me to cuddle him for 5 minutes while she gets ready for bed, and she'll take him. And then I'll come back up here and do a stream. But I'll be live in 10 minutes or something like that. Thanks for the company indeed, Josh, and to all you guys. You're all superstars. Once again, if you're enjoying these watch-alongs and these videos, please give the video a like. Please subscribe to the channel. It does mean the world to me. I've had a lovely night chatting to you all. It's been wonderful. It's been good fun. It's been silly. It's been a lot of energy, and I've enjoyed it massively. To Louis, to Beppy, to Drought, to User, to Wesley, to Sweet, to Josh, Brillo, Brian, Ryan, Tommy, Barry, Stoichkov, Brillo, right, all the lot of yous. Have a wonderful night and sweet dreams, or good morning, good evening. What is it? What does he say in what was it? I forgot what it's called now. What's that film Jim Carrey's in? Oh, I've forgotten it now. I've messed this up. The really famous one where he plays. Oh, never mind. What's it called? You know, his catchphrase. The Truman Show. He says, what does he say? In case I don't see you, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. There you go.